Yeah, so this will be our assembly part 2, just because we'll be exploring how to move things around. And so the first thing you'll need to do is find the wooden base, and I want you to right click on it, and you'll notice there's a part here that says ground. So that's the first thing I want you to do is click ground. That, if you just want to think about it, anchors that piece to the ground so that it can't slide, but other things can. And since our wood perimeter is fixed to it, then it can't slide either. But now everything else is in the way. So it's actually helpful now to turn on the wood perimeter. So it's blocking your view, but that's okay. And in any order you choose, you can start to move the pieces around. I'm going to do the yellow dog first. So I'm going to click on the right click. You can find move copy under there. You can also find move copy right here. And so since I had the yellow dog selected, it now wants me to move it. I'm just going to slide it over and up. You'll notice it's not perfectly matched. But what I noticed for mine is that when I went into this menu, 0.0875 did the trick. And the reason I'm telling you that is typically these things are off a small nudge of an eighth of an inch. 0.125 is typically what you need to do. So for example, if I didn't know, I said, okay, there it is. That gap is typically snaps to an eighth of an inch. So if you want to go ahead and move that again, the distance that you want to move it is 0.125. Most cases. Not always, but that's my experience. Red circle, let's move you next. A lot of times because it's snapped onto the wood base in a certain position, you might get lucky and it'll just be at the right eighth of an inch distance from where you want it to go. If it's not, though, just play with it. Use eighth inch increments and you should be okay. So as these things start to appear, I'm pretty much noticing that I'm almost done. Let's move this one next. And I could do this all on a trackpad pretty easily. If you happen to have a mouse, then it will be even easier. And enter locks me in. At this point, I don't want to see any more of my joint symbols or anything like that. Let's turn those off. And no sketches. I can turn these things on and off, so I want to keep all my components on. And at that point, we're done. So by all means, save. And you can share that with me and get into some post-processing in Render, where things start to get fun. So now I got a nice shadow. This is really cool. Zoom in a little bit, and I can render it. Nice little in-canvas render. It's going to start to collect all the pixels, and after it reaches an excellent rating, it's going to say, hey, this looks excellent. So then I'll wait for it to get there, and then I'll take a picture of it. It goes through iterations, about 20 seconds is halfway there. About a minute, it looks pretty much great quality, and then excellent. Final quality, you'll be waiting for a few minutes. It's taking a bunch of pictures, adding them all together. Those are called iterations. So if I'm happy with it, I will capture the image and save it to the cloud, save it to my computer. This is Dog Puzzle 3 because I've done this a few times. And my computer should take a picture of it on the desktop. Let's see. Desktop or downloads, Dog Puzzle 3. And there it is. I'm a little far out on my Zoom, but maybe I want to put a caption over here, Dr. B's Dog Puzzle. Could throw this into a slideshow, could upload this to Google Classroom, lots of options. When you're done, I'll be super excited and I'll be able to get you some pieces that you can sand and paint and assemble with some glue and share with your friends and family. So all coming soon from our CNC. But in the meantime, get those fusion models going, assemble, and take a nice render picture for me. Thanks.